Hello and welcome back to FC Pripyat Season 2, Episode 3. I don't know if you've already spotted it, but we're here. We're at top of the league with one game to go before we're officially halfway through the season. And I've got a bit of a chesty cough at the moment, so apologies if your ears are currently being tainted by the sound of my phlegmy lungs. But yeah, look at this. We're top of the league, and we doing a blindingly good job to get there with only a couple of minor setbacks across the way as well. We left things last time away from home, beating Agro Business Voloshyk 2-0, and then we went on a good run, taking 10 points out the next 12. Then we lost to Ingolets Petrov at home. That was a very disappointing game. As you can see, Aksionov missed a penalty. And then we drew 0-0 with Zerka Kropachopolopolov. So we are now about to play first game of the episode against Bukovnia Chernivitsky. I hope I'm actually getting better at pronouncing these names, but I don't really think I am. And then we're going to be, for the first time in this club's history, playing in the Kubok Ukraini first round against Chernobyl, who we have actually already played this season, and we beat them 2-0. So feeling confident this is going to be a good episode, and I've pretty much give that the kiss of death now, haven't I? So we'll see. Now, if you've watched any of the previous videos, you'll know that I've had a little bit of problems with the sound. Very briefly, it will just drop off and then my voice will go really deep like this. That's not intentional. Essentially, what I was doing, I was trying to get really ahead of time and record the next video as the other one was rendering. My PC isn't that good, so when it clearly was taking up too much of my resources on my PC, it would freeze, and that would cause the quality to drop. So apologies for that. I can't really do anything about it now. It's only slight. But nevertheless, so let's kick on. I'll recheck because I don't think there's been any additions, but it's been a while since I've reloaded this save back up. Oh no, I do not want to quit. So yeah, we're favourites. Let's go out there. Let's go out there and do something. So come on. Okay. Just need to double check that. Yeah, I've been playing them on key as well because I've actually been really enjoying. I posted on Reddit earlier today. I've actually been really enjoying this save because because it's being recorded, I'm a lot more honed into what I'm going on. The saves are taking longer, the game's taking longer, the preparation, the scouting, the training, everything is taking a lot longer, but I'm actually getting a lot more enjoyment out of that. Now obviously there's been big news, or there's been some news in the Football Manager community today, getting 1-0, which is the new trailer has been announced as well. The announced trailer, as it's called, doesn't really show or reflect anything at all. But it's good to start getting the hype going. Loving the purple on there as well. So yeah, I don't know if anyone else has seen it yet. If you have, drop a comment down below. Let me know what you think. Do you think they're going to do much with the match engine? The cynic in me doesn't think that they will. I think it's probably going to be more based around they've stressed within the video really that they're trying to make the game more unique. So a match engine doesn't really do that, does it? So it's going to probably be more about the features. What a goal, Aksionov! He can't score one-on-one, but he can bang them in from 20 yards out. But yeah, it's going to be. I think it's going to be more about the individual experience, which it's not what the fans want, but people aren't not going to buy it because we put up with the match engine as it is now and still use it. So we're going to keep doing that. Clearly, that's not going to change. So, but I'm happy to be proven wrong. Hernik are winning as well. Also, Kiev are drawing, so there's a bit of a gap starting to appear now. Hernik are going to be my main rival, I think, this season. But as long as we keep winning, they can't catch us. Teams doing really well. I'm still very short in this department, but defensive wise I've got really good covering now. So yeah, Taran's the kind of guy who has to flip between the two wings, as I don't have another left winger that's good enough to play week in, week out. Just trying to think, is there anything? I don't really think there's anything to do so far, is there? Usually when I'm up ahead, when I'm up at half time, I'll leave it until 60, 65 minutes and then just start rotating some of the more knackered players as well. That's disgusting, ref. That's a red. This is very comfortable. I think Bukovina Chernivtsi were one of the teams that came up last season. So yeah, I don't think they're really expecting to do too much against us anyway. Throw a quick bit of praise out there. And swap those two over. This is what I mean about Taran. He's not as comfortable on the left hand side, but we need to play him. Now, one of the things that I've noticed, I'm quite keen to get players re-signed because there's a few coming up to the end of the contracts at the end of this season. One of which was Kirchik, our signing of the season last season. However, he is now on £725 a week, which far exceeds anything else that I'm spending on a particular player. And then I went to renew his contract, and we can only afford to give him 320, so I didn't even bother. I didn't want to risk upsetting him. So he probably won't be with us next season, as much as I'd like to keep him. I just don't think that's going to happen. This has been really comfortable. This has been a really, really comfortable game for us until they score 2 in injury time and ruin all our hopes and dreams. See, there's one. Shit. We don't keep clean sheets, which is okay because then we don't pay clean sheet bonuses. But anyway, there it is. Never in doubt. We'll just confirm the league table before we start the next game. And there it is. Hernik won as well, 2-0 very comfortably against Chernobyl Academy, who are bottom of the league, so that was pretty much always going to be a 4-goal conclusion. Oblong Brewer won 4-1 to get themselves out as well. Arsenal Kiev drew against Dnipro, so that's really useful for us as well. But okay, we'll pause it there, and I'll see you for the next game, where we actually will play in the Kubok Ukraini first round for the first time in the club's history. Okay, we're back now. Just about to get ready to get started for the Kubok Ukraini first round. As you've seen, most likely already, I have still done a bit of a change when it comes to the team. I realise that this is one of the most important matches to date in terms of progression and really starting to make some history for the club, but I still have a responsibility for the players as well. So other than Kolesnik and the goalkeeper Dercha and Shevchuk, everyone else didn't play last game, but we push on. I've still got confidence in these players to get the job done. So we've beat Chorn and Moretz before, so I'm confident we'll beat them again. I was very tempted to give Tarashuk his a debut here, but I feel like this game might be just one step beyond him, and Martin Yuk's done plenty for us in the past as well. Just after the end of this game, I'll take you through. We have signed somebody, not immediately. They are going to be joining us later on at the end of the season or in January. I can't quite remember, but either way, there's oh my god, what has just happened there? The keeper's gone right the wrong way. That was a really good goal. Now, how pink are they? How pink is their kit? Okay, that's not the greatest of starts. Maybe I have been too rotation happy, should we say? But it's still early days. Still early days. We're very much in this game. Bozjak, Dryschluck. Bozjak plays it across, falls down to Sperm. Sperm plays it inside to Kolesnik. Plays it inside to Kotler, who's got space. 1-1. That's it. Boom. Okay, that's good. That's really good. We're looking strong now. We was until we just lost that ball off of throwing. Oh, he slid in there. That was dangerous. Nearly got sent off. Shot comes across, going nowhere. Going absolutely nowhere. So that was fine. That was very easy. That was very comfortable for the goalkeeper. Rolls the ball out. Plays the ball wide up to Kircher. Back to Kirchik. Into Sperm. Kolesnik. Back to Sperm. Ball over the top to absolutely nobody. Plays the ball back. Robs it. Martin York. Okay. That's got to go. That's got to go in some kind of highlight reel. I do want to do a video that kind of highlights the terrible things that the match engine does. So that's definitely one that I'm gonna have to take a clip of, I think, at some point. But we're not complaining. Terrible time for them to get it. But okay, they're on a counter attack. It's like a big pink blur as they were all jumping, or as they were all running up the field. Then okay, Chornley plays the ball across, falls in. Kurcha with another great save. Danilo Kucha. So it's going okay at the moment. I'm happy to compliment them. We'll have a quick look at the team. I don't think I'm going to make any changes, but you never know. We'll leave it as it is for now. If Martin Buchanan scored, I may have been tempted to bring on Tarashuk. I also need to actually start coming up with some nicknames, more nicknames for this team as well. So again, if you are watching this and you have a look at this team here, if there is anyone that you think might be a good, like I'm tempted. In fact, I've got one in my head that I'm gonna put in. But to be honest, he's on loan. I was gonna change Timothy to Timmy, but I think because he's on loan, maybe actually I won't. But they're through on goal here. Great save, Kutcher again. Could go to penalties if they get an equaliser, but we don't want that. Good. That was a good tackle. Okay, that's right on the edge of the box. Great save again, Kutcher. Really good. Okay. Thing is, I don't know whether I'm going to curse myself, because if I actually have a really good run when it comes to the cup, am I then going to sacrifice the league because of it? So, things to consider. You know, even when you're on top of the world as a manager, there's still things to consider. When you're fighting relegation, of course, there's still things to consider then as well. The decisions change, but there's still so much to lose or gain from it all. Bosniak plays it across to Trebetko. Avingamang, that. Dryschluck play. Oh, that's a great ball over the top. Bosniak plays it inside. This is some lovely 1-2 football. Puts the ball across. Should have done better. I always do that. Hit praise. Someone's injured. Who's injured? Okay, it's not the worst, but Sperm's injured. How bad is it? Potential foot injury. Oh, that could be a broken foot, and that could be a few months, or it could just be, I don't know, a sprained toe. Okay, this is definitely a proper highlight. We're not that far into the injury time. Pick it up. Good. Kotlia plays the ball across. Oh, they've picked it up. It's going to be a chance for them. Definitely going to be a chance for them now. No, Bosniak's managed to mop that up. Really well done. Dryschluck plays the ball up. Don't lose it. That's stupid. Tries it again. They're just playing ping pong. Kotlia making waves. Put the ball across. Oh, okay. Artur Avigmian is someone that is on loan from Shakhtar Donetsk. Oh, got another highlight. What's this? It's like a flurry for us. Oh, we'll talk about Artur in a second. Oh, okay. Now we're just they're already dead. But we're just putting that final nail in the coffin. But that's making this game look a lot more comprehensive than what it actually was. But we're not going to complain about that. We are through, officially in a second, to the Kubok Ukraini second round, which is not bad going, considering I think I told the board at the start of the season that the first round was our aim. Team leader, delighted, boom. Wow, okay, fantastic. Kotlia got man of the match. Yeah, Artur Avigmian wasn't someone that I was even going to put on the bench because he only had 75% fitness and 75% match sharpness or something like that. But if we just take a quick look at him now, obviously he's picked up a bit of an injury from it. Oh no, sorry, that was already his injury. But we've played him, and he's done bits for us. So I'm really excited to get him back as soon as possible. How long's he out for? Sprained ankle ligaments, 5 to 6 weeks. He's a bit contentious with me. He's a bit confrontational. Yeah, please. Right, we are going to pause it there, and I think we've got one more game in us for this episode, because we're going to play Obolon Brewer, as we're only a couple of games away, and these guys have been a bit naughty, shall we say, to us in the past, where they've taken some of our best players. So I want to get one over on them as well. And as you can see from the league table, actually, things aren't going too well for them as well. So we might get a bit of satisfaction by hindering their push up the table. So we'll leave it there for a second. Join us for the next one. Right, we're going to pick things up from here just before we start our last game of the episode against Obolon Brewer, because the draw for the Kubok Ukrainian second round is made today. 16 teams go into the hat with 8 matches to be drawn. Teams as varied as Shakhtar Donetsk Dynamo Kiev, Football Club Stroitel Pripyat, and Kremenchuk, who... Oh wow, they're actually in the league below us. So, we're gonna let's do it as an automatic draw. In fact, no, that's going to take too long. Let's just draw next team. When we get to us, if we're at home, we'll build a bit of suspense, which is now. So we can still get Shakhtar. We can get Volin and test ourselves against a newly promoted team. Lviv. They actually want like half of our team, and I keep trying to poach them as well. So there's a few in here, but let's see. Volin, okay. That's not, and we've got it at home as well. Real Farmer are definitely not going to win that match against Shakhtar. Dynamo Kiev should win that one as well. So if we can beat Volin, who did go up last season, have got a very, very good squad. If we can beat them, we could get ourselves a cheeky little Shakhtar Donetsk or Dynamo Kiev fixture, which would be just a little bit insane. So let me just quickly take you through the transfers that have been made, that I've made as well, and show you who's coming in and who's leaving us very shortly as well, as the as obviously we're halfway through the season now as well. We're not even very close to the January transfer window yet, but as you know, there's a massive winter break as well, so it'll be closer than you think in terms of episodes, and these players will be coming in and may even be getting starts here and there as well. So these are the players that are coming in that my scouting network have found for me. First player is Viktor Kovalev, who's joining us on the end of the season. In fact, all of them are joining us at the end of the season, so I'll take all that back, because I thought some of them might have been joining it in January, and it just turns out they're not. We are getting rid of a couple, though, I think, in January. But anyway, Viktor Kovalev, his attributes look like this. Obviously not overly amazing, but he's only 17, but he's got some good physical stats, and that's really what you want to begin with, because the rest can obviously be worked on as well. So welcome to him, welcome to the club, or soon to be welcome to the club. Next is Nikita Shipilitsky, who attributes, who again, from what the scout report told me, he's very, very high potential. Plays in the middle of the park, which does mean that if we do go up, we can actually start to then flirt with different formations as well. So really happy to bring him in. Look at the passing; is at least a minimum of 13, and he's 17 years old. Good work rate, good technique, vision can do with a bit of work, good acceleration, good stamina. He could be a good box-to-box midfielder, central midfielder for us as well. Vitaly Sakharovich, this guy I've scouted a bit more. Really good ambition. So yeah, clearly that's why he's joining us. His natural role is playing as an attacking midfielder, but we can mould him, I think, as well. His adaptability is not great, but I feel like because he's so young, we still might be able to retrain him into a different position or two. So that's that. I did have a look at Anton Novik, but obviously we didn't get him, so there's no point really teasing ourselves any further. Just before we go any further, these have cost me a little bit, so that's what, 20.5, 21, 24k out of the wage budget, but that's fine because we've got the wage budget still. We've still got over 50 grand to spend, and we could obviously pour that into the wage budget, which makes ourselves look a bit more comfortable in terms of what's available. But we have got a couple of players leaving us as well. We've already seen Stestenko. He's a long time leaving us on the 20th of the 1st, so that's January transfer window. and he's currently on 25 quid a week, so that gets freed up. And we were also going to be getting rid of Vadim Vitenchuk, who's on 65 quid a week, and someone that we did actually spend £29,000 on, who has not worked out for us because he's just not very good. And yeah, bit of a rubbish signing on my part, but you know, every team makes them from time to time, don't they? So yeah, let's get started on the Obolon Brewer Kiev game. Okay, we're back for our third and final game of the episode. This is the lineup that I've decided to go with. One thing I do want to mention and highlight very quickly is Pritovsky's phenomenal progress that he's making so far. Still only 18, young fullback, but he's doing bits, and yeah, he's pretty much guaranteed himself as our first choice right back. He's only on 30 quid a week, which is, if you compare to Kirchik, who's on 725, and he's worse, I am definitely now going to put him up for transfer. Even though he was the signing of the season last season, his wage demands are just simply too much, and we've got to get him off the books, as the rest are nowhere near that. But just something to think about. I'm probably going to have to pay some kind of selling team wage contribution to get him off the books, but it's better because then whatever money's left over still goes back into our pocket as well anyway. But yeah, so just something for me to think about. How interested other teams are, and it remains to be seen, because obviously stats wise he's not brilliant, but he's done a very good job for us as well. So right, can we make it 3 wins in the episode? We've never done that before. We're giving it a good go already. Zubkov plays the ball wide, Pritovsky plays the ball across. Just cannot be finished off, but it's a very good start for us. We'll control that down. That should be the end of the highlights. Or we can have another go at them. We're going to have another go at them. Aksinov! Yeah, okay. So let me just quickly change this, because it reverted back to the cup game. The cup game interface. So yeah, we do need something though from this game. I know I say that most games, but it's true, because Hernik are not letting up at all. And if they don't, I don't know if I can take the pain of a playoff kind of nightmare situation. Right, bring the ball down. Good. Plays it inside. Kolinstik. Oh, we're playing it from left to right. Beautifully plays the ball across, and Aksinov needs to score these. Because let's have a quick look here. I need to change this a second. There are a lot of people playing today. There we go. So Hernik at the moment playing against Real Farmer. So again, I'm expecting them just to walk that, to be honest. And I think they've just scored, because I think we've just gone second. The left back has just completely gnaws that up, but we've managed to win it back. Kravchuk plays it inside into the middle to Kotya, who's probably going to have a go and scores. He's doing so well for us. Really good assist, really good goal. With pressures back on Hernik now, because we are back into first place. It's going to come down to a crunch game where we play them. I can feel it. I really can. FC Pripyat. Let's have a look at our stats. Kaliznik's looking a bit knackered, as is Bosnajak. We're playing a lot of games in quick succession. There's 2-0. And it's Kotlia again. And he was a recent signing for us, so maybe a early contender for signing of the season. Who knows? But yeah, we're bossing this game. We are bossing this game. 2-0. A 2-0 cushion means that I can look at maybe making a slight amendment or two. Aksinov can come off. Tarashuk can have a game in the episode, and Taran usually plays on the right, so I don't really think I want to do anything there. And Kirchik plays a left wing back? Not really, but sorry, we're paying him £725 a week. The least he can do is play for us. Tarashuk, oh, what a ball. What a ball for his hat-trick. Tarashuk to Kotlia nets a hat-trick 25 seconds into the second half. It's so rare you see a kick-off highlight, and he's just got a hat-trick. What a player. Wow. What a way. We don't usually do three games in an episode, so him scoring 3 goals is quite a nice finish to the proceedings. Kochikov, Kotlia goes for an assist. Kochlikov, Kotlia again plays it inside. He's got the assist, and Tarashuk this time. They've traded places. Tarashuk just assisted Kotlia for his hat trick, and now he's just returned the favour. This is turning out to be a very, very one-sided game, as it is also for Hernick and against Real Farmer as well. So we're good to have got away from it. We've given him a penalty, so we're not paying any clean sheet bonuses because, you know, money. Oh, no, okay. No one told Kircher that we didn't want to pay clean sheet bonuses. So at the moment we're going to pay them, but I think it's only the keeper anyway, really, that has them. Oh, Tarashuk's there. No, it's free kick. This is one of the most comprehensive results we've had as a team so far. This save, this season, this save from the very beginning. So yeah, I'm not even going to make any more subs. There's no point. We'd just be dawdling and wasting time, and there's genuinely no need to. Tarashuk picks the ball up, plays the ball to the right. Kotlia whips the ball across. Oh, nearly got 2 assists for the game. But there's going to be no debate over who gets the man of the match in this game. Kotlia has just been an absolute revelation. Carried it on his own shoulders, to be perfectly honest with you. So there we go. Referee calls it 1. Brilliant. So yeah, appreciate your efforts, and because you got that, because you got the hat trick, you've got to get an extra mention. Wow. Okay. Chalk and cheese to where we were this time last season. So I'm staggered by the progress we've made, but we're going to leave it there. We are top of the league at the halfway point, and just over the halfway point, which means it is most definitely in our hands. Arsenal Kiev have lost less games than Hernick, but are drawing a lot more as well. So the gap is starting to appear as it stands. Plus we've got a better goal difference as well. So we'll have a quick look where we're going to pick things up. I think it's sensible really to for the next episode really to we've got to show the Volin game, because if we can win that, then we're going to be highlighting what is potentially a third round game against someone like Shakhtar or Dynamo Kiev. So we'll leave it there again for now. If you've enjoyed this, if you've enjoyed the episode, please give it a like or hit that subscribe button. If you have any ideas for nicknames for some of the players as well, I'd be really interested in hearing some of those as well, as I'm currently struggling. I'll give you another. This is pretty much our first team lineup with the odd exception. So we'll leave things for there. Thanks again very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. But until then, you take care.